In one of the deadliest confrontations in Gaza in recent weeks, a very powerful explosion in the city of Khan Yunis has left the Israeli military shaken and has once again brought global attention to the intensifying conflict in the region. Here's a clear and easy breakthrough of what exactly happened, who was involved, and why this particular moment is so significant. On July 10th, the Israel Defense Forces confirmed that Captain Re Biran, a 27-year-old officer in the Combat Engineering Corps, was killed in an explosion during operations in southern Gaza. The military said that IDF troops had been placing explosive devices to destroy buildings previously used by Hamas fighters. Now, these buildings, located in Khan Yunis, were being booby-trapped in an attempt to prevent Hamas from reoccupying them. But something went terribly wrong. According to the IDF, about 2 hours after setting the charges, there was an unexpected blast. Captain was fatally wounded in that particular explosion, and this particular thing triggered immediate evacuation operation. And Israeli helicopters were landing in Gaza to airlift injured soldiers and recover the body of the officer. But you know what? The situation gets more complicated here. Hamas released a statement shortly after, claiming that it had lured Israeli soldiers into a trap. According to the group's military wing, Al-Qassam Brigade, they had planned a bomb inside one of the buildings where Israeli troops had taken position. Once the soldiers were inside, Hamas fighters reportedly detonated the bomb remotely, causing multiple Israeli casualties. While the IDF only confirmed one death, Hamas claimed that there were multiple injuries, something not officially confirmed by Israeli sources. Now, this particular incident highlights the growing risk the IDF faces as it continues its ground operation deep inside Gaza. Khan Yunis has been a focal point of fighting for months now, with both the sides suffering losses in a brutal, close-quarters urban warfare environment. It's also worth noting that this isn't the very first time when Hamas has used tactics like this, placing explosive tracks inside buildings and using the ruins of war-torn neighborhood to stage deadly ambush. But what makes this particular incident particularly really shocking is the timing. The blast occurred after Israeli troops themselves had triggered the building with mines, raising question about whether the original charges were triggered prematurely or whether Hamas had its own explosive hidden inside the building. In the meantime, back in Israel, the public response has been one of mourning and concern. Captain Biran is the 26th officer who was killed since ground operations began in Gaza months ago. With this latest loss, critics are now questioning how safe IDF officers really are while they continue their operation in the high-risk areas without clear end in sight. And for Hamas, well, for them, this is being portrayed as a propaganda victory, showing that they are still capable of launching deadly counterattacks despite massive Israeli pressure. But for Israel, it's a sobering reminder that the war in Gaza is far from over and that every single step deeper into Palestinian territory carries the risk of devastating consequences. This ambush once again underlines the deadly chess game playing out between Hamas and Israel, a battle where each side is trying to outsmart the other in the war zone filled with hidden traps, underground tunnels, and constant surveillance. And as more troops are sending into Gaza and cities like Khan Yunis remains under a lot of pressure, the world is watching closely, asking how many more lives will be lost before this ends. Stay tuned, as this conflict is not cooling down anytime soon.